In the autumn of 1952, the fog in London was so thick you could barely see your own hands. In the middle of this gray world stood a house that no one wanted. It was a grand Victorian mansion, covered in dead ivy, with windows that looked like hollow eyes. Most people walked past it quickly, but a young man named Arthur stopped. Arthur was a quiet man, a collector of old things. When he saw the for sale sign, he noticed something strange. The price was exactly 1 penny. He went to the lawyer's office, expecting a joke, but the lawyer was serious. "The house is yours for a penny," the old man said, his voice trembling. "But there is one condition. Look at the contract." Arthur looked. At the bottom, in dark, messy ink, it said, "The basement belongs to Shadows. It must remain locked. If you open it, the house is no longer yours." Arthur laughed. He didn't believe in ghost stories. He signed the papers, paid his penny, and moved in. For the first 10 years, life was perfect. Arthur filled the rooms with books and music. He forgot about the basement door. But as the years passed, the house began to change. In the winter of 1965, the scratching started. It wasn't loud. It sounded like a dry leaf blowing against stone. It came from right beneath the kitchen floor. Arthur told himself it was just rats. But rats don't scratch in rhythm. By 1970, Arthur was an older man, and the scratching had turned into a whisper. He would sit in his library at night, and he could swear he heard his own name being called from behind the basement door. "Arthur? Arthur?" He became obsessed. He stopped seeing his friends. He spent his days staring at the heavy iron lock on the basement door. He wondered what could be worth a grand mansion for only a penny. Was it gold? Was it a secret that could change the world? Or was it something that should have stayed buried in 1952? One rainy Tuesday in 1984, 32 years after he bought the house, Arthur couldn't take it anymore. He took a heavy hammer. He walked to the basement. His heart was hammering against his ribs. He felt a cold wind, even though the windows were shut. With one loud strike, the lock broke. The door creaked open. The smell of old paper and dried roses hit him. Arthur stepped down into the dark. What he found wasn't gold, and it wasn't a ghost. The basement was filled with thousands of letters. All of them were addressed to him. All of them were dated from years before he even bought the house. The first one he opened said, "We knew you would come, Arthur. We have been waiting since the beginning." Arthur was never seen again. The house stands empty today. Some say if you walk past it at night, you can still hear the sound of a pen scratching on paper, waiting for the next owner to buy it for just 1 penny.